In this video, we'll be learning about how to do amendment at your subcontract order. So, what is a subcontract order amendment? A subcontract order amendment, it is a modification or update made to an existing subcontract order in ERP system, that's Enterprise Resource Planning. So, it's used when there are changes required after the original subcontract order has been released or approved. So, these changes may relate to your quantity, cost, delivery schedule, materials, or terms and conditions. In short, it's termed to be as to record and manage any changes in your subcontracting process without creating a new order and ensuring all updates are properly tracked and been authorized. So this is termed to be as your subcontract amendment. And so this slide consists of the following details which you are going to enter it up on your amendment screen. So here we have the item, and so the item description for which you are going to do the amendment of this particular item, that's of your handlebar assembly. And so for this a UOM, that's a unit of measurements, and so the balance quantity which will be projected as 1, and so we will be placing it as 1 itself, and we will be getting updated on your new unit cost, which of 2200 will be entering off. So at previously it would be of 2000, and so we are going to update it as 2200, and which will be getting projected at your subcontract order after giving up your amendment. And this slide consists of your subcontract order workflow approval process. So here we have two processes. One is of reviewing the document, another is of approving the document. After giving the amendment details, and so this slide consists of your subcontract order workflow approval process. So here we have two processes. One is of reviewing the document, another is of approving the document. After giving the changes by the user in the amendment screen, the corresponding document will be getting posted, and so after giving post, the document will be getting forwarded for review to our supervisor. So here our supervisor is Kaushik, who will be reviewing the document, and after the review, the document will be getting forwarded for approval to our manager, who is Vimal here, and who will be acting as approver in order to approve the document. So after approving the document, the status will be changed from draft or entry completed to approved, and so a subcontract order amendment will be approved of. So now in order to do our amendment, let's move on to our login page. And so this is a login page, and here we'll be entering as a user. Now click on login. Now click on your subcontract, and a transaction. You have your subcontract order CS, that's of your close shut and amendment screen. So there is a screen where you can make your amendment as well as your close shut, and so where you can filter the documents either by header or by line wise by giving a search. Now in order to create amendment, click on this add icon, and so a document will be getting viewed up here. So here we have a location ID where you can select your location, and so the unit of. Then comes your subcontract amendment date where you can select the date, and then you have your subcontract order amendment prefix. So when you give up on your subcontract order prefix, and so here is a place where you will be picking up the item for which you are going to do the amendment. So there is my order number, that's of 6, for which you are going to do amendment, and so I have picked up a subcontract order number, that's of 6, has been fetched up here after giving there. So followingly we have a subcontract order revision, and so the buyer, then we have a supplier ID, and comes your supplier name, so the currency, and so the reference. So when you give the subcontract order number, following details will be getting fetched up, and so the status. So still the document is on process, it's of draft. When it's being forwarded, status will be changed to entry completed, and when being approved by the approver will be transformed to your approved status. So after giving all such details, you'll be clicking on the tick icon, so the document will be getting saved up, and so remaining fields will be getting displayed up. So here in order to add up our line, you'll be clicking on this add subcontract order line. So this is the item that's been corresponding to your SCO number, that's of your subcontract, and so I'm selecting the document and giving OK, so that line will be getting displayed here along with the process. So there is an item which I'd like to modify it of, that's of amendment, that's of your handlebar assembly. So here we have a pending subcontract order quantity that's of 1, and so the unit cost that's of 2000. Then comes a HSN code, that's a harmonized system of nomenclature, it's being used for your goods. And when you click on this details, you will be having a old tax details and new tax details, where you can change of your new HSN codes as if required, and so the input types and GST types. Then we have a bin icon. So in order to delete this corresponding line, we can click on this bin icon so that it will be getting deleted, which may not proceed further. So when you have your location details, it consists of your ship from, bill from, and bill to, ship to addresses. Then at below we have a process wise, that's of your process, that's of assembly, and so your SAC code. So that's your service accounting center, it's been used for your services. And then when you click on this detail, it's the place where you can change your or new cost. So this is my new batch quantity, I am going to place it as 1 itself, and my new batch cost I am going to give it as 2200, so that your new lab cost will also be moved up. And so then we have a conversion factor. So this is a place where you can make up the changes either to increase or decrease. And then it holds up your GL account, that's your general ledger account, and CPC code, that's your cost and profit center code. And so this is how you will be updating a quantity and so the unit cost. So after certain changes, let's close this tab, and now let's save this document. And so here your subcontract order number will be getting generated automatically after giving up your save. So before getting on to the post, let me show you a subcontract order that's of 6. So the unit cost which it holds up at its document now, and after posting, that's mean after approving the document of your amendment, let's see the changes over there. In order to look up the changes, click on your subcontract, click on your subcontract order, and so I'm electing my document number which is of 6 and click on search. So here when you click on this details, there is a unit cost that's of 200. So after doing the amendment, this will be changing to 2200, which is being given off. So let's approve the document at your amendment. And so here we have a reference. So here I'm giving it as subcontract order, that's of your SCO amendment. So it's of editable and can be given off. So after giving all such details, click on save, either header wise and through line wise, and now click on post. Now the document will be getting forwarded for review to Kaushik, who's our supervisor. In order to forward the document, let's click on OK, and so the document has been forwarded to our supervisor. Here let's log in as our supervisor, that's of Kaushik. Now click on login. So there's the login page of our supervisor. When you click on this bell icon, go to approvals, and so document has been folded up here. So in order to review the document, click on this detail icon. So the document has been viewed up here, and so here the unit cost has been updated of your 2200 from your past 2000. So after having a review, we'll be clicking on this approve, and now the document will be getting forwarded for approve to Avimal, who is our manager. Now click on OK. So the document has been moved up. So here I'm entering as our manager, and now click on login. So this is the corresponding login page of our manager. So now click on this bell icon, go to approvals. So when you click on this detail icon, document get displayed off. So this is a document which has been forwarded from our supervisor after the reviewing, and so here the status has been of entry completed before approving the document. So after it's been approved, status will be changed to approved. So now let's click on approve, click on OK. So the document has been approved now. In order to check up the status, let's move on to our user login. Now click on login. Let's search it by a document number. Let's give a search by its document number and click on search. Let's give a search by its document number and click on search, and search document has been viewed up here. So now the status has been changed from draft entry completed to approved. So when you click on this workflow history, so where the workflow history, it refers to the record or log of all actions, approvals, rejections, and so the status changes that occur during the life cycle of a workflow transaction and ERP system. It provides a complete audit trail showing who did what, when, and what decision was taken at each step of your workflow process. So this is what is your workflow log. So when you click on this print icon, a report gets generated for your subcontract order amendment, which holds a document details that's of your number, date, and so the subcontract number, supplier, buyer, and so payment term, Incoterm, that's international commercial term, and through which it has been shipped through, whether by road or by air or through sea, and so bill to and ship to addresses correspondingly. Then we have the item for which the amendment has been done up. So it's been updated from the unit cost, that's of old unit cost, that's of 2000, and so new unit cost is of 2200, which has been updated. And so here we have our net amount, IGST amount, total tax amount, and total amount. So that's total amount, it's of your 2200. So since the item is of your unregistered, your net amount is getting displayed off and will be showing off your IGST amount. So when it's of your registered, it will be getting addition of all, that's of your tax amount, which includes up. So this is a report which you'll be generating off when you give the print icon. And now let's check whether it's been updated at your subcontract order for this corresponding document. So for that, click on subcontract. At transaction, you have your subcontract order. So let's search for the document by giving its number and click on search. And so there's a document for which you have done the amendment. So when you click on this detail at your line, so here you have the unit cost which has been updated from 2000 to 2200. So this is how you will be doing your subcontract order amendment. Thank you for watching.